Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. This is ChrisLuvsLux. And y'all, I did a little shopping online, of course, because, well, I bought some fragrances. Things that I had smelled before. It was on my wish list, but I didn't want to buy it in the winter because these were summer fragrances. So one of them you can wear, I think, all year, but we're going to get into all of that. I have a haul and I'm ready to get into it. So listen, if you're new here, even if you're not, hi, welcome, how you doing? Hope everybody is doing well. Don't forget to hit that subscriber button if you like the content, you like fragrances, you like beauty, you like to talk a little bit about luxury and some travel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, join the family. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like the content. You could share it, you could comment all through the video if you want to. Let's talk. Okay, because I'm excited. So the packaging don't look exactly how it looked when it came, y'all, because, well, I just went through it like a tsunami. Okay, so let's just jump into it. So I have 2 boxes here from Dior. Yes, Dior, darling. So I purchased some fragrances from the Privee line. You guys know how Dior does the packaging. Don't nobody do the packaging like Dior, honey. Yes, there's a lot of fragrances up in his piece. There are 3 large ones and then some mini ones. So it's going to get washed out, the white box. So I'm just going to let that go. I'm going to take the fragrances out. Here's fragrance number 1. And these are samples in here. So we'll just put the samples aside. This was a sample fragrance I had been waiting to try. We'll talk about that one. Here is a travel size fragrance of a fragrance I already actually have, but it's a travel size. And then here is a bag with 2 more big fragrances in it. So you want the whole experience. Y'all, they know how to do it. Here's one. And here's another. We'll get into what's in this other box here in a minute because there's a story behind it. Okay, so let's talk about what I purchased. Okay, but before, let me just grab my notes about the fragrances because I don't want to mess it up. All right, y'all, I'm back. So I got my notes here on my iPad, so let's talk. So this first fragrance had to grow on me. I have a decant that came in this travel size like this that I put in a decant bottle, so that this one is Amber Nuit. Doesn't want to focus. There you go. That's Amber Nuit. I already have this. I'm going to do a collection video so that you guys can see my entire collection, because this one is like one of my top favorite lines, right? Or fragrance houses. So this first one was not a love at first sniff for me. I was like, it's heavy patchouli. It's a little earthy. There's a tad bit of spice. It got a lot going on in the opening. For me, it wasn't pulling me in, right? It was like, I left it alone for like a month and a half, maybe even 2 months. Tried it again. I was like, it's alright, but then I was like, let me try it again, Then all of a sudden it was kind of calling me. Then, the dry down got me. And then all of a sudden I was like, all right, I think first I was going to get the little 1 ounce bottle. But honestly, that's a waste of money, right? It's a waste of money considering the difference in the price. Let me just put it like that, right? Even though a person that has almost 200 fragrances like myself, you figure you'll never finish a bottle. However, you can finish a bottle if the fragrance is just that good, right? But anyway, this one has a powdery dry down, but the beginning is real like earthy or something. And I don't like green type scents like that. But anywho, I've talked enough. Let's talk about the fragrance. So this one is Gris Dior. Yes, it is a cult classic. Everybody loves this one, by Dior. I love these bottles, y'all. But this is it, Gris Dior. This is typical magnetic closure and everything. It grew on me. Yeah, see, now I get it, right? Now I'm like, now I love it, right? So now it was big bottle worthy because like I said, I even started to get the little 1 ounce one because I do have some that I wish I got a bigger one that I am going to get a bigger one of before they have another price increase. But this right here, I was like, see, now I'm so glad. Now it puts a smile on my face. It didn't put a smile on my face. And that's why sometimes when you try fragrances, don't just give up on them immediately. You have to try them over and over again. Sometimes you even have to smell it on somebody else and kind of be like, you know, and then sometimes it truly doesn't smell the same on you. But for me, it was a winner after a while. Like that opening hits you and you like, whoa, 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 you know. But now I appreciate the opening. I didn't appreciate the opening at first. So in the notes, there is rose, oak moss, patchouli, bergamot, cedar, amber, and sandalwood. And I think it's that oak moss and patchouli can have a definite bite to it. But I liked patchouli. I think that, and then the bergamot, it was a lot going on for me. But the dry down, when that amber grab it and that sandalwood take the chokehold on it and pull it down, it just, then you get the rose and then it's all good, right? Then it's all good. So this one is Gris Dior. And I do keep these. So this one will go with all the rest of them. I want to say after this 4 bottles, I had 11? 10, 11, I don't know. I'll do a collection video. Now, this next one was a blind buy. Every time I've ordered, made an order, hoping that this will come in this little sample size or in even this little small sample size, and never do you get it. And I love rose. It's one of my favorite notes. So when I read the notes and I'm like, it's got oud in it, it's got rose in it, it's gotta be for me. You know, it's not that many reviews on YouTube about this fragrance either. I might have found like 3 or 4, you know, that weren't too outdated because they did change it in 2018. So I had to be careful about where I looked. But this one right here is Lucky Noir or Lucky Noir. Yes, they all big bottles, y'all. I told you. This one right here is my everything. Now, it's not my favorite one. My favorite one is still Belle de Jour, top #1, and Fève. But anyway, this one right here, though, I can see it. I already wore this, y'all. I wore it as soon as I bought it. I sprayed it. I loved it so much. I sprayed it. I don't know if you could tell. It was just a little bit. It was just a little tiny bit. It was a little tiny bit. I'm about to decant this bad boy though. It's going on vacation with me. But oh, the rose in here. It's rose. It's a fruity. It has flowers in it. Oh, then it has the wood. There's musk. It's powder. It's, y'all, this is pretty meets a little sexy. It's almost like you want to, it's like a flirtatious yet mouth-watering type scent for me. I think this is all year round fragrance. I highly recommend you get a whiff of this. I'm actually about to decant all of these, but I'm about to decant this and another one and send it off because I need everybody to smell this one for real. So the actual notes, the top notes is blackcurrant and lemon. The middle notes are rose, raspberry, peony, lily of the valley, and peach. And you do get the peach. My skin pulls the peach, it pulls the rose. It does not pull lemon, you know, as much. The base note is white musk, honey, oud, sandalwood, and amberwood. When the dry down hits, you do that oud makes it a tad bit thicker, so it's not one of those real flighty, flirty, you know, summer only type fragrances. Because it has the oud in it and the sandalwood, it makes it an all year round scent for me. I can see me. I started to get the 8-ounce bottle, but I was just being greedy at that point. So I stuck with this because I have so many fragrances. But this is one of those that I can guarantee you probably this time this year, it'll be somewhere down here, right? Down in this area, because I can see myself pulling for this quite often. La Col Noir by Dior. All right, this next one here, I had a decant of from the same travel size of this fragrance, and I'm almost out of it. So I have used it last summer, I want to say, when I got it. Then I pulled for it this summer, and I said, you know what? I said it was on my list to get when the weather broke, and I got it. And that's Lucky. Now this one right here, I love the color of the juice. This one is Lucky. This one is really straight white florals. It's a little aquatic, and it has some green notes, but it's not off-putting green notes. It's not off-putting green notes. I haven't sprayed this one yet. It's so fresh though. This is something like not date night-esque. You can even spray your sheet. Not that you want to spray your sheets with a $250 bottle. I would though. But you know, I don't recommend everybody do. You have to be okay with that. But this is like, you can spray your sheets with it. You can go to the gym in it. You can, if I'm getting up and I want to go run errands, right? And I know I'm only going to be out for a couple of hours, I would wear this, because you're only going to get about 3 before you have to reapply. I started to get the cream so that I can layer, and I think you'll get a lot longer, but I don't need to. I can layer with some other things and get some more longevity out of it. It doesn't stick on my skin all day. That I can guarantee you. Not like Gris Dior or La Holy Wood. This one right here is going to disappear, right? And I'm okay with that, because everything doesn't have to have this major, you know, longevity. Not for me. But this one right here, it just makes me feel so clean and refreshed when I wear it. Definitely something that I can see. Yeah, this is really good. This is really good. It's Lily of the Valley. There is it's calling it ozonic notes, and then white flowers. That's it. That's all it is. It's not complicated. It's not complex in nature. And I think that's what it is. This is for one of those days when you don't want to feel complicated, right? It's some of those days where I want to jack your mind up. I want you to be I want you to smell me and be like, yeah. I want you to be like, damn, she just complicated. I'm complex, right? I'm okay with being complex. I'm okay with choking somebody out in the elevator too with my fragrance. Or you walk in my office, you get choked. Be like, boo boo, you got to be ready when you open my door. Step out, wait a minute, come back in refreshed, you know. But this is not something you can choke somebody out. You could spray 30 sprays and you still won't, you won't be overpowering, right? And you need a few of those, you know, lightweights in your collection. So I'm glad I have Lucky. So this last one that I want to talk about, I got it when I ordered these 3. I got it as a sample. This little tiny sample changed my life, right? So I got this little tiny sample. I prayed one spray right here in the back of my hand. I will never forget. I went like this. Oh, just like, oh. And then I kept going like this for about 3 hours. I'm like, damn, it's still there. Oh, and that was one little spray from this little tiny ass sample, okay? I said, no. I went right online that day and clicked purchase and overnight. Well, I know I picked 2 days. It just came overnight because I needed it for my trip. I said, nope, I needed to decant this. I need to take it on my trip. So when I got the box, it looked a lot different from my other boxes. It came in this Christian Dior box, right? So I was like, oh, they got fancy. Look at the inside. I'm feeling it. I'm definitely keeping this box. The white one is going, right? That's what I normally do with the rest of them. But this one right here, I was feeling. So, of course, you open it up. And then this drawstring bag which is very big, is striped with Christian Dior in it. So I was feeling that because I'm gonna I use these bags to put things in when I'm traveling, so I can actually put some shoes in here, or you know, different things. So I'm happy to have this extra bag. I also got more samples. I got another sample of this same fragrance that I'm going to show you guys, and then another bottle of the Amber Nuit. Hey, listen, you can never have too many of those. So this box though, this box is staying with mama. It's staying here. So what is this fragrance that had me so emotional that I went ahead and purchased immediately? It's Eden-Roc, y'all. It's salty. It's so salty coconut. That's what it is. Salty to coconut. It brought me life. Now, it's like sexy yacht living. You're not trying hard. Somebody smells this on you. You smell like Saint-Tropez. Okay? It's Saint-Tropez in a bottle. It's all of that in a bottle. Okay? It has citrus. It's salty. You're going to smell the salt. It's like sand, salt, beach in a bottle. It's got balsamic and coconut. It's aromatic, but the top notes is sea salt, citruses, and mineral notes. The middle note is jasmine, coconut, and the base note is pine tree and labdamen. Just know the pine tree is not like, you smell something that's a little earthy in it, but not too much, because you know I don't like that. But I pick up the coconut. When I went, and I don't remember a lot about what people were saying other than, oh, it may not last that long, etc. Like I said, I sprayed that little bit. Now my hands are always moisturized, right? So it could have been that my hands were freshly moisturized. But when I put that little tiny spray, I got 3 hours. Okay? So in my mind, I'm like, if that little spray got 3 hours, I could go to town. You know, and then I'm gonna be smelling good for a good 4 or 5 hours. Now, if Soleil Blanc by Tom Ford you okay with, and you only getting 4 hours out of that, I get a little longer, but I got the oil and the this and the this and the that. But be that as it may, you're gonna be okay with Eden-Roc. Eden-Roc is not creamy, follow me, like Soleil Blanc. Soleil Blanc doesn't have coconut, it has cream of coconut, right? Like a coconut milk. This, right? This has coconut in it, right? So it doesn't have that creamy feeling. It's like a salty, like beach, like salty, mixed with salt sand or salt water and coconut, right? I can place myself directly on the beach wearing this, right? On a yacht. I'm taking a luxury yacht cruise of Croatia next year, right? I can see myself just packing this bottle, and that's my only fragrance. Y'all know I'm not gonna do that, right? But I can see myself doing that. This right here, this was a winner for me, right? I know everybody's not gonna love it like that, but for me, it was definitely a winner. So these were the 4 that I hauled. I wanted to make sure that I did this video before I dig into these fragrances and start making decants for myself and a couple of my friends, and put them in my collection. I am going to do a collection video because I have so many of these that I think it's time for me to do a collection video. I'm gonna do some other updated collection videos as well, but in a whole collection video. But this one right here, I need a special Dior one because I'm not sure if you guys saw it on my community tab, but Mason Francis Kurkdjian is redoing Boys Argent, De Argent. I didn't like the current version of it, so I'm hoping he remixes the notes where I feel like it's wearable for me, because that is the one fragrance that I tried and couldn't get with, right? That I'm hoping when he redoes it and he reformulates it, that I feel is wearable and something that I would want in my collection. So I'm looking forward. That's supposed to be in July, where we get a small purchase options, not for large bottles. The large bottles, I believe, come out in late August or September. But anyway, so that's the news with that. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are about this haul. Are there any of these fragrances that you already have that you agree with, or that you tried and you don't agree with? Let's chat down in the comments. If you like this content, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I'll be happy to chat in the comments with you. I already said that. Now I'm repeating myself. Y'all know I'm tired. It's time to go. But anywho, listen, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like to see some more content. Check out my old videos if you just want to see what Chris is about. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm about to go play in these fragrances, y'all. So y'all be safe, you stay healthy, and stay tuned. I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye, guys.